What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Kalia. I'm here, and I'm excited to share some comedy with you guys. I look a little off today because I just left the dentist. This side of my mouth is numb, but the show must go on. So, this particular set that I'm going to show you guys, it was my first time in Chicago last February. I stopped by this amazing spot called the Lincoln Lodge, and I did this show called Uncensored Comedy. I was just doing a 5-minute guest spot. Ended up doing about 7 minutes, of which right afterwards they offered me the headlining spot in July, which we had a great time and we sold it out. So enjoy the jokes.
Chicago, this is my first time out here. Y'all have been treating me good the past couple days. Give it up for yourselves. Now I'm gonna be stereotypical real quick. This cold hit different. I've been cold before, but I've never had cold make me ashy. Fuck Chicago for that. That's never happened to me. I sent my mom a picture yesterday. She's like, "You white?" I'm like, "No, bitch, it sucked it out of me." I'm like, so I want to give a shout out to every melanated person who is shiny in here. I need to know the regiment and what you did if you ever want to see me again in the wintertime, because this is some shit. That's why I'm wearing long sleeves. My arms have cracked. Anytime I go to a city for the first time, I like to watch the news to get to know what's going on. Let me tell you something. I watched y'all's local news for about 10 minutes today. That's the scariest movie I have ever seen in my fucking life. This is the 5 p.m. news. I'm like, nigga, the sun is still out. Not much could have happened. I was wrong. In 10 minutes, I done found out that a lady done got hit by a train. Little boy was hit by a stray bullet. Jewish kids getting their ass beat at the ball. But it's warming up this weekend. I said, nigga, what? Y'all didn't even give me a chance to emote properly. You know, like that was a lot. Like, it was the most gangster newscast I had ever seen in my life. And I live in Inglewood, California. That shit was gangster. That nigga got up on there and said, there was gang violence today in Chicago. 5 were killed, 3 injured on the south side, but nigga, we outside. It's warm. I said, what the fuck? I said, this shit different. Different. I do a lot of traveling for comedy. I was just recently in Canada. I was in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. No. They tricked me, sis. They tricked me. I knew something was up because the whole way, like before I was going there, when they were sending me emails and setting up accommodations, they kept telling me, we got you in the best hotel in town. Let me tell you something. When someone says you're in the best hotel in town, check the town, bitch. Yeah. One of one, the only hotel in that motherfucker. You hear me? This is the best and the worst hotel in that motherfucking town. They had me staying at a spot, y'all, called the Fantasyland Hotel. That sounds like some bullshit. I get there, the hostess is all excited. She's like, are you the comic for the weekend? I said, yes, I am. She goes, they broke the bank with your room. I said, oh, shit. I must have a balcony. That's when you know you made it. I can be naked outside. I made it. I said, what kind of room did they give me? She goes, they gave you one of our themed rooms. I'm looking at this bitch. I said, what's the theme? Because I might not like what this bitch like. All I need in my hotel room, does it get first 48, nigga? Does A&E, do you get that shit? That's all I need. She goes, they gave you one of our Western-themed rooms. Now, whole way on the way to the room, I'm hoping, I'm like, maybe I misheard her. Because she knows I'm from California. Maybe the bitch meant to say West Coast room. I thought there were gonna be pictures of Snoop and Nipsey on the wall. Might be a blunt rolled for a bitch when I walk in. Take me to the West Coast room. The bitch meant Western, y'all. I get there. On the outside of the hotel room door, on the front of the door, there was a picture of a horse's face. Drawn to scale, big ass. Mouth open just on the front of the door. Scared me. I opened the room, opened the door, huge hotel room, but it was weird as hell. There was a hot tub in the middle of the room. That bothered me. Because cowboys didn't have that shit, bitch, and we trying to stick to the theme. You know? My bed. My bed was a life-size replica of a horse and carriage. complete with wheels, and it moved. Sis, I'm talking about you fart, that motherfucker sent me straight across the room. Too much. And at the head of the bed where I'm laying and looking all night, there was a mannequin of a white man who was riding the horse that was pulling my bed. I said, bitch, this is Harriet Tubman's dorm room. Get me the fuck out of here. Fantasy land. Like, you didn't talk to any black people about our fantasy, because this ain't it. Nobody said that shit. I was nervous as hell. I'm like, you got me in this antebellum-ass hotel room. I went on Google and downloaded the Green Book just so I could get to the bathroom safely. I didn't want to make no wrong turns. I said, there's no way I can make it through this whole weekend without at least smoking some weed, because this is a lot in this room. I get to the comedy club. I start talking to some of the comics. One of them comes up to me, like, hey, you live in LA, right? I said, yes, I do. They go, hey, do you smoke weed? I said, this weekend, yes. He goes, come over after the show. I'm having a kickback. I got some of the best homegrown weed around. Now listen, black people, we don't do potlucks. Homegrown weed, like, nigga, if you got cats, I'm not smoking your weed. So I says, listen, I said, text me your address and I'll meet you at your place. Because you also gotta understand, I'm in Canada, this is a white man. That's like white plus, I don't understand them. I know how to deal with y'all. I know what y'all did. We studied that. I don't know what they did. So I said, text me your address and I'll meet you at your place. This man texted me his address, true story. He lived in a city called Slave Lake. Yeah. That was the first time I've ever called a white person the N-word. I said, nigga, what? Like, this is some bullshit. Hell no, I was waiting on Jordan Peele to pop out at any moment. Like, get out, nope, I'm not going. There was one silver lining in the whole trip. I tried a new food. Y'all ever have poutine? I'm gonna get you, bro. I never had it. I'm at a restaurant, y'all. I embarrassed myself. I thought the waitress was flirting with a bitch. She came up to me after my meal. She was like, can I interest you in some poutine? I said, hell yeah. I thought it was French for pussy. Poutine is French fries with cheese curds and gravy. I said, bitch, call that shit carne asada fries, no meat hoe, because you say poutine to me, I'm thinking we finna be gum to gum after the fucking show. And I'll be dental damned if you waste my motherfucking time, you hear me? Y'all, thanks for letting me just play with y'all for a little bit. My name is Kalia McNeil, thank you so much.